Welcome, both new and long-time Leos, to my channel, Golden Fortune Leo, where we take a deep dive into the heart of astrology, the mysteries of human psychology, and a dash of Buddhist wisdom for good measure. Whether you stumbled upon this space by divine timing or by late-night YouTube scrolling, I'm glad you're here. Now, about this reading titled Leo, a dark energy mad they can't get to you. Keep your balance, chosen ones. Year of Triumph 2025, it's more than just a catchy headline. It's a reflection of something I've observed countless times in both astrological study and human behavior. When a Leo finally realizes their worth, you can practically hear the sound of karmic chains snapping. And believe me, that sound keeps certain people up at night. Right from the start, Elisa welcomes us with her familiar warmth, reminding every Leo, whether your sun, moon, or rising sign beams in this royal constellation, that this is a collective message. And yes, as she cheekily suggests, if you've been hanging around here without hitting that subscribe button in 2025, you might want to question if you're really part of the chosen ones. I mean, come on, even the universe loves a little loyalty. Elisa doesn't just stop at pleasantries. She speaks a blessing over every Leo for prosperity, abundance, love, peace, and joy, all fitting gifts for the chosen ones stepping into the year of Triumph 2025. And if you're sitting there wondering why abundance hasn't knocked on your door yet, well, maybe it's time to check if your spiritual Wi-Fi is connected. The universe is streaming miracles, but you've got to be in range. When it comes to the heart of the reading, the message is loud and clear. The Six of Swords shows it's time to sail away from toxic situations, whether that's a manipulative relationship, a draining job, or that one friend who only calls when they need a ride to the airport. The Queen of Swords paired with the Two of Wands signals some big decisions are on the horizon. You'll need your sharp mind and strategic instincts, especially when it comes to legal matters or life-changing choices. And for heaven's sake, don't even think about texting that ex back. There's a reason they're part of your past, and it's not because the universe misplaced them. What strikes me most, both as a researcher and a fellow observer of life's grand cosmic dance, is this: Leos are stepping into a season where their strength isn't just in their roar, but in their quiet refusal to be controlled. Dark energies, manipulative people, and shadowy influences can rattle all they want, but they can't touch a Leo who knows their worth and keeps their emotional and mental balance. That's the power of a true chosen one in the year of Triumph 2025. And if that doesn't make you want to stand a little taller, I don't know what will. Let me tell you something, Leo. As someone who's spent decades studying the intricate dance between astrology, human behavior, and the deeper laws of the universe, I've learned this undeniable truth: when a Leo decides they've had enough of manipulation, control, or anyone trying to dim their shine, it's not just a breakup, it's a cosmic event. And right here, between minute 4 and minute 7 of Elisa's reading, that truth comes alive. The Devil card shows up, not as some horror movie villain, but as a symbol of those sneaky, manipulative energies that thought they could keep you leashed. Spoiler alert, they couldn't. You cut the cords, you packed your bags, whether physically or energetically, and you moved on. And now? They're mad. They're fuming. They're probably pacing around wondering how on earth Leo slipped through their fingers. Well, let them wonder. That's their karmic homework, not yours. And here's where it gets good: Karmic Justice is officially in session. If you've ever doubted that the universe has a receipts department, consider this your confirmation. The Justice card in this spread isn't just about some dusty legal process or settling petty scores. No, this is spiritual justice, the kind of cosmic balancing act that transcends courtroom drama and dives straight into the law of cause and effect. As the old Buddhist wisdom goes, every action plants a seed, and honey, some folks are about to harvest exactly what they sowed. So yes, Leo, this toxic connection, cancelled. energetically unfriended, spiritually blocked. And let me tell you, in my long experience reading the stars and the human soul, there's nothing more permanent than karmic justice served fresh. When the universe steps in, even the boldest shadows know better than to mess with a chosen one, especially in the year of triumph 2025. One of the things I've learned over years of studying astrology, human psychology, and a fair share of Buddhist philosophy is this: freedom is an inside job. And in Elisa's reading, between minute 9 and 14, Leo, that truth comes shining through like a lighthouse in the fog. The Eight of Swords popped up first, and let me tell you, that card is basically the spiritual equivalent of being stuck in a bad group chat. You want out, you know you should get out, but for some reason, you kept hanging on. Maybe it was a toxic job, a draining relationship, or your own self-sabotaging thoughts whispering, but what if? You know, that mental loop that plays on repeat like a bad 80s mixtape. The good news? You're snapping out of it. You're finally realizing the door was never locked, it just needed you to walk through it. Then we've got the Six of Cups, and sure, it's sweet to look back on the good times. I mean, even a bad ex had their charming moments, but let's be real, nostalgia doesn't pay your spiritual rent. Fond memories are nice, but you can't afford to stay trapped in the past when your future's got front row seats waiting for you. That old friend, that old flame, that old belief, they're chapters, not your whole story. Now, here's the real glow up, the 9 of Pentacles and 4 of Swords combo. That's freedom. That's healing. That's waking up in the morning and realizing you don't owe anyone your energy, your peace, or your power. The 9 of Pentacles is all about standing tall in your independence, and yes, sometimes that means enjoying your own company with a glass of wine and a Netflix binge you're not ashamed of. The 4 of Swords brings in the rest, the quiet, the recovery your soul's been begging for. And let's not forget the poetic twist of fate, that manipulator. Yeah, they're now tangled up in their own web of lies and control. Classic narcissist move, they set the trap, but they forgot they were standing in it too. This isn't just tarot symbolism, this is straight up human psychology. People who thrive on manipulation and control absolutely can't stand when their favorite puppet cuts the strings. My advice? Don't even throw them a crumb of attention. Energy vampires can't survive when you stop feeding them, they're basically allergic to your peace. And Leo, peace looks good on you. If there's one universal truth I've learned after decades of studying astrology, human psychology, and the subtle art of spiritual warfare, it's this: balance isn't just a feel-good buzzword, it's your ultimate shield. And in this stretch of Elisa's reading, Leo, she hits that message right on the nose. Your secret weapon isn't your roar, your charm, or even your signature killer instinct. It's balance. The kind of balance ancient astrologers revered and Buddhist philosophy teaches, the steady mastery of both heart and mind. When your emotions and thoughts are aligned, dark forces can huff, puff, and throw all the shade they want, but they simply can't reach you. You become, for lack of a better word, spiritually untouchable. And that, Leo, is exactly why you're counted among the chosen ones. You didn't come here to play small, you came to master the art of staying centered while the world around you spins like a reality TV meltdown. Now, let's talk vibe management, because yes, that's a real thing. Between minute 16 and 19, Elisa reminds us that keeping your vibration high is your personal VIP pass to the good life. That means steering clear of anger, revenge, bitterness, basically, avoiding the emotional playground where toxic people love to hang out. They want you triggered. They want you playing defense. Don't give them the satisfaction. Raise your vibe and, this is important, raise your standards even higher. Remember, this is the year of triumph 2025. Big wins, especially in legal matters or finances, are queuing up for you like it's Black Friday and you've got the first spot in line. And trust me, when Karmic Justice is handing out blessings, you'll want both hands free. Finally, in what I like to call the Karmic Housekeeping portion of this journey, Elisa urges you to cut contact, cut gossip, cut ties. Basically, take the scissors of spiritual discernment and snip away anything, or anyone, that smells like drama. This is your cosmic decluttering moment. And if my years of watching both astrology and karma at work have taught me anything, it's this: manipulators don't survive the Leo glow-up, especially not when divine justice steps in with a backstage pass. So, Leo, stay balanced, stay unbothered, and watch the universe handle the rest, often with more style and irony than any soap opera could dream of. Here's the thing, Leo, and believe me, I say this as someone who's been knee-deep in astrology charts, psychological patterns, and ancient wisdom for most of my life. Your healing isn't just some personal project or self-care trend. It's your power. When you heal, you don't just patch up old wounds and move on. You reclaim every ounce of energy that was once tied up in fear, doubt, or toxic relationships. You call back every fragment of your spirit that got lost in the shuffle of life's drama. And when you stand there, heart sharp, mind clear, and soul gloriously unbothered, justice, peace, and protection don't just show up, they flow to you naturally. You become like a lighthouse on a rocky shore, untouchable by storms and admired by every ship that sails by, even if some of those ships are the very people who once underestimated you. As Elisa wrapped up her reading with her signature blend of gratitude and love, I couldn't help but nod in agreement. Because honestly, Leo, you've earned every single piece of this triumph. Not just because you toughed it out, but because you grew through it. You didn't just survive the shadow games and manipulations, you outclassed them. And if you're still here watching this, I'm willing to bet you've also learned the sacred art of letting karma do the heavy lifting. A little cosmic reminder: karma always arrives on time, even if it doesn't text ahead. So yes, like Elisa said, this is your moment. The year of triumph 2025 isn't about proving your worth to people who didn't deserve a seat at your table. It's about claiming your space, your peace, your joy, and living like the chosen one you were always meant to be. With a fierce balance of confidence and compassion, nothing and no one can shake your ground. And if you ever forget that, just remember an old bit of down-home wisdom I've seen proven true in life, in charts, and even in Buddhist philosophy: don't wrestle with pigs. You both get dirty, and the pig likes it. Translation: let the petty stay petty while you keep your crown polished. So here's my heartfelt advice, Leo: enjoy your life. Fully. Loudly. Unapologetically. Laugh a little louder, love a little bolder, and dance like you know the universe is conspiring in your favor, because honestly, it is. And while you're at it, why not stick around this space where you're seen, valued, and celebrated? Go ahead, like, share, and hit that subscribe button for Golden Fortune Leo. Because let's face it, missing out on good vibes with your fellow chosen ones? Now that would be a real tragedy.